Good morning children, welcome to the channel DSN. Before starting today's lesson, I am going to tell you about a short story of Rajasthani king. 650 years ago in Rajasthan, Ghadsi, a king, made 9 lakes in series for the welfare of his people. You know, he constructed the lakes or the ponds, and this Ghadsi sir was just like a lake because it is a human made. And what the people thought about it, that because it was constructed by the king, so its name was Ghadsi Sar. In Rajasthan, Sar means lakes. Okay, and this king constructed 9 lakes in one after the other in a sequence. So the people of Jaisalmer getting water throughout the year. He constructed the beautiful halls and chabutras around these lakes, so that the people do most of the activities around these lakes. Mostly the children from the school also come there to learn, to play. People come gathered. They prepare. They do their singing and dancing programs also there, along with all these things. But they all are very careful about the cleanliness of these lakes, and all the people together, they use it and they clean these. They keep these things very clean. Okay, now but in these days, when you go to the Jaisalmer, you will not find these lakes there. Why? Because in the name of development, our people has used to constructed buildings on all these lakes, and now the roads and buildings are there. Now the people of that Jaisalmer is facing the problem of water. They are not getting water throughout the year. See the difference of these two scenes. Now let's come to the lesson of our environmental science, lesson number 6, that is the every drop counts. In every drop counts, our first learning outcome, our targeted learning outcome is that to know about the different sources of water and the ways how to save the water. Children, the sources of water are of 2 types. The first is the natural type and the second one is the man-made. In natural, the sources of water, the main source is rain, river, oceans, streams, ponds, waterfalls and lakes. While in the man-made water resources, you can find the tubewells, hand pumps, borings, taps and water tanks. Water tanks usually you see in on your building tops, the black, red, green, yellow color tanks in which your family and other, they store water. So these are the sources, and you use these water from day in the morning to the night. Different activities of our daily life depends on the water, like brushing, teething, bathing, cooking, washing your clothes, washing of your floor, and also the watering plants. Okay, these are the few activities which you have already learnt in the class 4th also, in the chapter Water O Water. Here in this chapter, the second part is how to save the water for our better future. Now let's come to the methods. You know, these are the few methods which I have corrected, which I wrote in this. How to save the water. The first work what we have to do is use the water judiciously. Means you have to use the water whenever it is required. Don't waste the water. Okay. Second thing is conserve water resources like river, ponds, etc. How can we conserve these resources? Yes, to conserve these resources, our culture, our Indian culture has already developed a system like to pray or to have a great things related to the water. There are so many ceremonies taking place in our marriages and after marriages or during the birth of a new child, that people go and gathered around the water resource and they do pujas there. in this, for an example, like the Kumbh Mela. In a Kumbh Mela, the lots of people gather together, come to the river Ganga and take a dip in it and have a puja. All these things shows that water is very important for us. Similarly, like a picture given in your book, Uttarakhand's bride, she is also taking puja in the waterfall. Okay, these are the things we can conserve our natural resources. Now reuse the water after washing clothes, after washing the water from your kitchen or your vegetable washing. Your mother can reuse this water in watering the plants in your pots or in the kitchen garden. Next, use the sprinkles or the drip irrigation. Sprinkles and drip irrigation instead of using direct use of the tubers. In our irrigation, in Indian irrigation system, mostly the tubers are using. In this system of irrigation in the agriculture, lots of water get wasted. In place of that, if we use the sprinkles and drop irrigation, it will conserve the water in a large amount. Okay. Educate the people about importance of water. This we can do by making the rallies, by making the campaigns around the city or in the home, in the schools, so that people can learn how water is important for us. Okay, along with that, the main source of water is rain. How can we conserve the water of rain? It is very important part. If we do this, we can up the level of groundwater also. Like the first one is the rainwater harvesting system. This we can do in the cities finally, because in the cities lots of ground is already covered with the cement and there is a very less soil to absorb the rainwater. So what we have to do is we can make this system on the roof of our houses. From here the rainwater is collected through this pipe to the tank underground, and we can reuse this water whenever we need in the year. Second is repair and construct the wells. The already old wells and the step-wells which are dry, we can reconstruct it, then we can reuse them, like the jhots and ponds near the villages. Ponds are the jhots, they are the water bodies, local water bodies in the villages. And this is the well. Dry wells can be reconstructed, can be cleaned and can be reused. Okay children, now in this part we have learned only the three things. The first one is the resources of water, second one is the importance or the activities of water required for us, and third one is the how to save the water for our better use. And in the next part I will tell you about the water bill and the components of the water bill. Okay, thank you children, bye.